Tonight, something strange is going to happen to you. Your entire body will be paralyzed. Your eyes will dart wildly behind closed lids. Your brain will burn almost as bright as daylight, and you will hallucinate, vividly, for about 2 hours. We call this dreaming, and we treat it as nothing. Most people think dreams are random brain garbage. The truth is much stranger. Scientists now believe dreaming may keep you sane, heal your worst memories, and rehearse your survival. By the end of this video, you'll never dismiss a dream again. Our story starts in 1953 in Chicago. A graduate student named Eugene Asarinsky was broke, exhausted, and stuck with an old machine. It measured brainwaves, scribbling them onto rolling paper. One night at the University of Chicago, he wired up a sleeping volunteer. Hours into the night, the pens went wild. The sleeping brain looked almost completely awake, and the eyes were moving, fast, back and forth. Asarinsky woke the sleepers during these strange bursts. Again and again, they said the same thing. I was dreaming. In 1953, the journal Science published the discovery. They called it REM sleep, rapid eye movement. Your brain enters it roughly every 90 minutes, which means every single night, 4 or 5 times, your brain deliberately switches on a hallucination machine. Deliberately. That's the word that changes everything. Because here's the question that haunted researchers. What happens if you stop someone from dreaming? In 1960, sleep scientist William Dement decided to find out. He let volunteers sleep, but watched their brainwaves all night. The moment they slipped into REM, he woke them. Night after night, no dreams allowed. The volunteers grew anxious, irritable, unable to concentrate. Then something stranger happened. When they were finally allowed to sleep in peace, their brains dove straight into REM, dreaming far more than ever before. Scientists call it REM rebound. Your brain keeps count of every dream it misses, and it always collects the debt. Whatever dreaming does, your brain refuses to skip it. So what is dreaming actually doing? First theory, nothing. In 1977 at Harvard, psychiatrists Hobson and McCarley made a scandalous claim. Dreams are just noise. During REM, your brainstem fires off random electrical sparks. The thinking brain, caught in the chaos, panics, and does the only thing it knows. It tells a story. Random sparks in the vision center? You see a face? Sparks in the fear center? Suddenly you're being chased. The dream, they argued, is your brain improvising a movie from static. The theory outraged the followers of Sigmund Freud, who had spent decades hunting hidden meanings in dreams. But the noise theory had one big problem. Dreams aren't random. If dreams were static, they would look like static. Instead, they replay your life. In 2001 at MIT, neuroscientist Matthew Wilson was recording the brains of rats as they ran through mazes hunting for treats. Each spot in the maze lit up specific brain cells, like a map drawn in neurons. Then the rats fell asleep, and the map lit up again. Same cells, same order, same maze. The rats were running the maze again inside their dreams, sometimes faster, sometimes backwards. The sleeping brain was practicing. This is one of dreaming's day jobs. Night school. While you sleep, your brain replays what matters, strengthens it, and throws out the junk. You go to bed carrying experiences and wake up carrying skills. But memory is still only half the story. Because dreams don't just replay events, they replay feelings. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker calls REM sleep overnight therapy. And here's why. During dreams, your brain bathes in calming chemistry. Noradrenaline, the anxiety molecule, drops away completely. It's the only time, day or night, your brain is completely free of stress chemicals. And in that calm, it does something brave. It replays the worst moments of your day. The memory stays. The sting fades. At UC Berkeley, Walker's team showed volunteers disturbing pictures, twice with a night of sleep in between. After dreaming, the same pictures hurt less. Brain scans agreed. The alarm center had gone quiet. Dreaming is how yesterday stops hurting. Psychologist Rosalind Cartwright proved this with heartbreak. At Rush University in Chicago, she studied people going through bitter divorces and deep depression. Some dreamed about their ex-partners, vividly, angrily. Others barely dreamed at all. A year later, the difference was stunning. The vivid dreamers had mostly climbed out of their depression. The ones who didn't dream were still stuck. The dreams weren't a symptom. They were the treatment. Which brings us to the dark side. Why are so many dreams terrifying? Being chased, falling, showing up unprepared. If dreaming heals us, why does it torture us? In the year 2000, Finnish scientist Antti Rauvansuo offered an unsettling answer. Nightmares are training. He called it threat simulation. For millions of years, the world was deadly. Predators, cliffs, rivals, hunger. The humans who survived weren't always the strongest. They were the rehearsed. Your nightmares are a flight simulator for danger, built by evolution, running on ancient code. You practice escaping the wolf in your sleep, so your legs already know the choreography. The evidence hides in surprising places. Small children dream of being chased far more than adults do. Their world is new, so the simulator drills harder. And in 2014, researchers in Copenhagen discovered that people born blind have 4 times more nightmares. Their dreams are built from sound, touch, and smell, and their nightmares rehearse their real daily dangers. Traffic, stumbles, getting lost. The simulator adapts to the pilot, and there's one more thing dreams seem to do. They solve problems your waking mind can't. In 1921, pharmacologist Otto Loewy woke in the night with the design for an experiment in his head. He scribbled it down and went back to sleep. The next morning, he couldn't read his own handwriting. The next night, the dream came back. This time, he ran straight to his laboratory. The dream experiment, 2 frog hearts in glass jars, proved that nerves talk to each other using chemicals. It won him the Nobel Prize. A dream won a Nobel Prize. At Harvard, psychologist Deirdre Barrett tested this systematically. She asked students to choose a real problem from their lives and think hard about it every night before sleep. Within a week, half of them dreamed about their problem, and many woke up holding the answer. Why does this work? Because dream logic is loose. Asleep, your brain stops filtering out the impossible. And sometimes the impossible is exactly what you need. By now you might be wondering, who's in charge in there? In 1981 at Stanford University, a researcher named Stephen LaBerge did something impossible. He received a message sent from inside a dream. Remember, a dreamer's body is paralyzed, except the eyes. So LaBerge trained lucid dreamers, people aware inside their dreams, to signal with their eyes the moment they knew. Left, right, left, right. And on the laboratory's paper roll it appeared, a clear, deliberate signal written in eye movements, sent by a person who was fast asleep. You can be asleep, dreaming, and aware, all at once. And in 2017, science went one step further. Researchers in Wisconsin, publishing in Nature Neuroscience, found a hot zone at the back of the brain that lights up the instant a dream begins. By watching it, they could tell in real time whether a sleeping person was dreaming. We are learning to read dreams from the outside. So why do you dream? Pick your answer. To file your memories, to heal your heart, to rehearse the dangers you hope never come, to solve what daylight couldn't. Maybe all of it, maybe more. Here's the number that should stop you. You will spend about 6 years of your life dreaming. 6 years inside worlds that never existed. Every face you've ever seen in a dream, every word, every street, every sunset, your brain built it. Alone, in the dark, for an audience of one. Tonight the theater opens again. You'll write the script, play every single part, and believe every second of it. Then morning will come, and the world you built will dissolve before breakfast. Most of it you will never remember, but your brain will. It keeps what it needs. Sleep well. The architect is waiting.